alaikum. Good afternoon to you and welcome to Baina Midday News, coming to you live from Atomic Junction, Benab House, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up this afternoon, 5 hospitalized in Sabzugu following violence clash over vote transfer disagreement. Ga Manche announces historic visit of Asante Hene to Ga State. There's no basis to allow inquiry into Godfrey Dami's case, says judge. Details of the stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Moving on to our first story. An Accra High Court has stated that the demand for an inquiry into the Attorney General's conduct in the ongoing ambulance case has no basis. This decision is part of 4 separate rulings issued by the court on Thursday, June 6th. It follows numerous applications filed by the first accused person and the third accused, Richard Jakba.
The applications are an order of inquiry into the conduct of Attorney General following the allegations made by Richard Dakpa to the effect that the AG has been calling him at odd hours, an order of mistrial with the aim of terminating the case, a stay of prosecution until the application is determined, and a motion asking the court to strike out charges against the businessman. The minority leader and former Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Kesela Toforsen filed 3 of the motions, while the last one was filed by the businessman. On the issue of an inquiry into the allegations of calls from the Attorney General at odd hours, Justice Efiase Wasari Buche determined that the request has no legal backing. The judge also declined the invitation to declare the case a mistrial, but advised the Attorney General to recuse himself from the case, and advised the Attorney General decline, saying he would continue to conduct the trial.
I think you remember you were in court. The judge herself, even after the ruling, clarified that she has not given any such order at all. And that is only an advice. And what did you notice afterwards? I'm conducting the matter. I'm still conducting the trial. The most important point today is that all the applications filed by the applicants have been dismissed in their entirety. All the 5 applications have failed. And I think that in reaction to this, I would say that clearly shows there's a group of people in this country who ride on manipulation of facts, distortion, and deception of the public.
Dr. Tuforsen and Richard Jakpa are on trial of willfully causing a financial loss of 2.37 million euros to the state through a contract to purchase 200 ambulances for the Ministry of Health, among other charges.
5 people have been hospitalized in Sabzugu in the northern region following a violent clash over a disagreement regarding a voter transfer. The chaos erupted at the Voters Transfer Center on Wednesday, June 5th, after a heated dispute over alleged illegal vote transfers. A viral video captured the intense scene, showing a group of men engaging in a physical altercation, exchanging blows in a chaotic free-for-all fight. Although no arrests have been made yet, calm has been restored and the exercise is ongoing. The situation was no different in the Lambisi constituency of the Upper West region, where military personnel had to intervene to prevent a blood clash. The office of the Government Chair has officially announced that all is set for the historic visit of the Asante Hene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, scheduled for this Sunday. The planning committee for the royal visit, led by Ni Boy Abe, said in a news conference at the Gamanche Palace on Thursday, June 6th, that the first ever visit by the Ashanti overlord marks a major milestone in the history of 2 kingdoms.
The office of the Gamanche, Niitaki Teku II, and the Traditional Council wishes to announce the special visit of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II to the Ghana State on Sunday, the 9th of June, 2024. The visit will be crowned with a special Durbar hosted by King Takite Kuchuru II Gamanche. It is a historic visit, and it will rekindle the strong ties of friendship between the Gans and the Ashantis. It also follows the Gamanche's active participation in the Asantehene's recent celebration of his 25th anniversary on the throne. The Ga and the Ashanti people have had extensive interactions, which have led to exchange of cultural practices, traditions, and ideas. Interestingly, the interactions between the Gans and the Ashantis over the centuries have culminated in common themes in the areas of governance, inclusiveness, and specific cultural practices, including family structure, traditional dances, structure of the calendar year, taboos, defense mechanism, and historical interactions with other tribes. These similarities highlight the strong ties between the Ashantis and the Gans, which are rooted in our shared African heritage. The Durbar of the two gallant royals will also be used to promote peace ahead of the presidential and parliamentary elections in December this year. The office of the Gamanche therefore invites all to witness this great moment in the Ghanaian traditional history at the forecourt of the Gamanche's Palace in Kaneshie, Accra, on Sunday, the 9th of June 2024. Thank you very much for coming, and this ends the press briefing.
Away from that, the Ghana Meteorological Agency is cautioning the public to be on high alert as its forecast suggests increased rainfall accompanied by strong winds in the coming weeks, particularly in the northern zone. GMET revealed this during the National Workshop on Floods and Drought Early Warning organized by the Water Resource Commission in Accra.
The workshop was aimed to share and improve the results of flood and drought simulations in the Volta Basin. Key issues discussed include early warning systems to help stakeholders implement measures to reduce the impact of flooding and drought, especially in communities along the Volta Basin that experience sea-level flood situations. It is against this backdrop that the Ghana Meteorological Agency is warning the public to exercise precaution as there will be more rains accompanied by strong winds in the coming months. This is Joshua Samoa, a senior meteorologist at the Public Weather Office.
During the start of the year, when the seasonal, even before the seasonal forecast was sent out, we communicated that the start of the season, the onset of the rainfall season, will be characterized by strong winds accompanied by the rainfall. The good thing is that, well, it has its positive and negative aspects. When the strong winds come along with the heavy rainfall, you have a lot of tree falling and all of that, and it also comes with its havoc. But the rainfall accompanying that heavy windstorm does not really, the accumulation is not that high. So anytime you have strong winds accompanying rainfall, the amount of rain that come with it is a bit lower. But when the rains come with little wind, they are able to stay for a long period of time, pour for a long period of time. A typical example is what happened in June 3rd, 2015. The good news is that most of the strong winds that we'll be seeing in the year for the southern parts of the country, we've already been seeing them because we are now going into the peak of the rainfall season. During the peak, they are not really accompanied by that heavy winds. till we get to July, thereabout. Then we'll get a break somewhere in August. We'll be getting the cloudy conditions. In September, October, and November, we'll go back to another season for southern Ghana, which will also come with that strong winds and then the heavy rainfall. But for people in the northern portions, they are now going to experience that strong winds because they are now going into their rainfall season. So the best thing to do is that the moment you see signs of rainfall, the best thing is to get a shelter. People are really, I think whenever they see clouds gathering, they want to rush and get to their homes. Sometimes even school children are left to go home when they see clouds gathering. It's the worst decision you can ever take. So just keep them in a place where you think they are safe. The event should happen. When it is done, you can now release them to go. Flowing water has a very good strength to carry anything that comes in its path. So you see your car being washed away by...
On the international front, in several Nigerian communities in the northeastern Gombe state, UNICEF is training thousands of women to boost their family nutrient intake. Tubers and grains are grown in home gardens, allowing families to spend less on food, thereby alleviating chronic malnutrition afflicting the region, especially its children.
More than a dozen women gathered this week in the village of Poshereng, where they are learning at least 200 recipes they can prepare with crops like cassava, orange flesh, sweet potato, maize, and millet. Hawa Boami, a 50-year-old widow and mother of 5, nearly lost her grandson to kwashiorkor due to improper nutrition and lack of awareness. Now she grows enough nutrient-rich food that sustains her family.
I have my grandson. He was malnourished and suffered from kwashiorkor. I took him to a health facility and they gave me some herbs. And when they ran out, there was nowhere to get another. While we were waiting, my grandson was still very sick. Then UNICEF came and saw his condition. They taught me how to prepare food with sweet potatoes and soybeans so that he will not have diarrhea. They taught us how to prepare nutritious food with vitamins. In Nigeria, many malnourished children never even make it to the hospital before dying, often because of a lack of money to afford treatment or because of a lack of health facilities in remote areas.
Tucked in a semi-arid region with limited rainfall in recent years, the Kaltungo community is commonly made up of farmers with agriculture the only source of income for most families. While malnutrition is generally slow to bring death, studies have also shown it weakens the immune systems over time and sometimes heightens the chance of death from other diseases. In Nigeria, many malnourished children never even make it to the hospital before dying, often because of a lack of money to afford treatment or because of a lack of health facilities in remote areas. Africa's population of more than 1 billion people is one of the most afflicted with malnutrition, mainly due to conflict, climate crisis, and rising food prices. The continent accounts for 1/3 of the global burden and 13 of the 20 most affected countries, according to UN estimates.
And in sports, the Black Stars will hold a recovery training session today, Friday, June 8, 2024, as they continue to prepare for the upcoming match against Central African Republic on Monday. The team arrived in Kumasi late in the night after the crucial victory over the Malians at Stade Dumas.
After their thrilling 2-1 win over Mali in Bamako on Thursday, the team will focus on regaining their strength and freshness today. Second half goals from Ernest Nuama and substitute Jordan Ayew ensured Ghana claimed a vital away triumph after coming from behind to secure a win. The recovery session will involve light exercise and stretching to help the players recover from the physical demands of the match. Full training is scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, June 9, where the team will work on their tactics and strategies for the upcoming match. On Sunday, the team will focus on fine-tuning their tactical shape, perfecting their set pieces, and honing their attacking and defensive skills. with their sights set on securing another crucial win on Monday. The Black Stars are leaving no stone unturned in their preparation. Head coach Otuado will be looking to build on the momentum from their win over Mali and lead his team to victory against the Central African Republic at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi.
And that is how we bring the bulletin to an end. Log on to our website www.venamultimedia.com for more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Good afternoon.